Hey guys, so I wanted to check out the official Android TouchWiz Nugget update here for the Galaxy S7 Edge. This is Android 7.0, which I have just installed on the device, and obviously it's only available to beta users, but I will leave a link in the description where you can get it from and download it if you want to check it out on your S7 or S7 Edge. And I gotta say, they've made some amazing kind of improvements here to the software. So first of all, let's just show you the actual build number, etc. So you can see this is the official nugget here, as you can see. Which is very nice. I've got to say, we have been waiting for this for quite a while, obviously with the S7 Edge. And first things first, you can see, there are some differences in terms of the actual icons. They do look a little bit different. In fact, it's probably best if I compare with a standard S7 here, which we do have on Marshmallow, so we can just see all the differences really. So as I said, the icons do look a little bit different here in terms of the design, such as the messaging app and the dialer app here. If we just go into the dialer, you can see some big redesigns when it comes to some of the fonts as well. We have like a video button now, which is very useful if you want to do a video chat. And they've changed the tabs as well, the way that they do appear. You can also quickly search for things in the actual dialer app, which is very useful instead of having to go into the different tabs. Which that is pretty awesome. We do have on the messaging app, you can see again some differences here with the actual interface, but it's slightly more modest here, I think. I think you can definitely see though, in terms of the keyboard, there is some differences in terms of the actual buttons here. They look a little bit bigger, particularly when you're typing, and I'm assuming there probably will be some different emojis as well. You can see we do have quite a few here, but probably quite difficult to find them all, but you can definitely see there are some different categories down here with the Nugget version here, so that is quite nice. If we just go out of this and have a look at the actual notification area, again massive changes here. When it comes to the notification area, you can now pull it all the way down to get access to the different functionality. One thing which I'm not 100% sure of at the moment is the way they've moved the brightness slider down here a little bit. To me that's a bit weird, because I'm used to, on Samsung device, just going up here and then sliding it, but now you have to go, you have to actually drag it all the way down and change it here. Still works as it should. You also have a little warning there if you want to go too high. It warns you about your eyes, which could get annoying, but the actual buttons here, you can see, look a little bit more like Nugget now, which is nice. It's not horizontally facing. I'm assuming you can change things as well if you want to. So you've got complete control here of all your tiles, etc., which is very nice to see. And if we go into the settings, let's just go put that on the max there and have a look at the settings. So again, massive differences here in terms of the UI. Things look a lot more mature, a little bit more like iOS, should we say, but very mature nevertheless. You still have pretty much everything that you know and love from your previous Marshmallow build, but we do have some additions now, such as a blue light filter. Let's just zoom in a little bit here, so you can see you can put on this if you want to avoid your eye strain. A lot of Nugget devices have that now. Another awesome thing is you can actually change the screen resolution, so if you want to conserve some battery, you can do that here. I'm guessing if you do this, you might have to restart the device, maybe, or not. No, you can actually just do it like that on the fly. That is pretty awesome. So if you want to get the maximum battery from your S7 Edge, you can put it on the 720p, although text obviously will be a little bit fuzzy in comparison. I might do a speed test on this particular setting to see how it does compare. There are some other things as well, such as like these little prompts looking for something else, making things a little bit easier if you don't know your way around. And you can see there's been some changes in terms of the settings here. I think we get the edge screen setting here, so if you want to access that you can do from there, whereas on this I think you are not going to get it obviously because it's a standard S7. But if we have a look at some other things as well, let's have a look at the camera, see if there's any differences here. Wow, Samsung's done amazing here when it comes to making an effort. Many manufacturers don't really make an effort nowadays when it comes to Android, but you got to give Samsung credit here. I mean, look at this looks completely different again. So basically you can see we're getting a setting here which you can get access to everything, and everything's there, like your quad HD and stuff. So I think you could obviously get access to things here as well, but I don't think we have I think you have QHD, but you don't have, oh yeah you do, sorry, that's my mistake. So you do have everything there as expected. So let's just try and take a picture here. So let's see if it looks pretty similar to before. Yeah, so you can see it's quite similar to before here. Looks like they've changed the gallery app a little bit, so it you can quickly access things quite nice and edit them on the fly. You can see the editing is also a little bit different. I'm guessing it's getting some of these things from Nugget here. And obviously we do have a quick access to the video recording as well, so that is quite nice. HDR setting is over there, and also if you swipe to the right you then get access to all your settings such as live broadcast, etc. Pretty awesome if you ask me. They've really changed things up here, made a nice fresh experience. It's like getting a new phone all over again. Other manufacturers definitely need to take note here. So in terms of the other stuff, let's have a look to see if we can see anything. Do we get the Google Assistant? I'm not 100% sure if we do, so we're just going to have a look. So let's get started. Now usually if you do have it, it will come up here somewhere, but I don't think you do get it here. But again, you can probably get it, but you do get now on tap if you do want this. So I'm assuming you hold in maybe. There we go. So now on tap's working, as you can see. I'm assuming the multitasking still works as it should do. You can see there's some very nice transitions as well, like a little bit different in terms of the transitions here. Do we get the multitasking? So they've gotten rid of the multitasking from that way, but do you have it from this way? So they changed it a little bit to be more like Pixel phones. So you still have it, but big changes there. You don't have the TouchWiz kind of way of doing it. So I'm not sure if they've even gotten rid of the small apps that used to go across the screen. Let's just see if we can open up something and then make it smaller. So maybe we can do it with the Google Play here. So so you can still do it. That's good. I thought they'd gotten rid of that then. There you go. So still there in the background. Could get a bit confusing though, jumping from the Nugget multitasking and the TouchWiz one. You still have your apps edge here, and I think you still have similar stuff like tasks, etc. which is nice. This is obviously S7 Edge specific functionality. You won't get this on the standard S7, so you can see there's some nice things you can do with this over there. And if we just have a look at the music as well, so I really like the way they've changed some of these icons, because on the the old one you can see there's a big difference here, and that is very nice. So I think they've gotten rid of the music app obviously though, so they don't duplicate everything, but I just wanted to see if there was like an equalizer change or anything, then we can round the video off quite nicely. Let's see in the equalizer, so you can see you get I think pretty much everything that you do know and love here. So let's just see. Let's go to settings and to this one, sound alive. You can see pretty much similar here, really not a massive difference. I don't think. You still have your upscaler, etc. So yeah, I think that about rounds it up here. There's probably stuff I've missed obviously, but I don't want the video to go on too long. I'm sure you've seen other videos on it. It's the first time I've properly seen it though, and I gotta say, I'm really impressed with what Samsung's done here. Obviously I wanted to test the speed of it though, the performance and reliability, see if it's as good as it looks. So do stay tuned for that. I will be doing some speed tests and comparisons. Hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.